Welcome to Mom Strong. Today we have a full body workout to help us prep for winter season. So we're going to start out with rolling our glutes here. We're going to take the ball, place it on the big meaty bits of our butt, and we're going to roll around, breathing, sinking, finding a trigger spot. When you find that there, we can do a little pin and stretch where you sink down and then exhale, pull your knee up. If you want to get a little deeper into that piriformis, raise your ankle up onto your knee. You can roll around or just find a spot and sink into it. This opens the hip up and get in a little bit deeper. Breathing. Feel free to pause this video, stay here a little longer if you need. We're going to move over to the left side. So again, just starting out, rolling. Nice. And we can do that pin and stretch, find a spot, sink down, exhale, pull up. So we're kind of pinning the muscle down, adding a little stretch. And we want to be comfortably uncomfortable, not painful. So if it's too uncomfortable, you can lie down on your back to take some weight away. You can open up that hip. Breathing. Oh yeah, found a spot. And again, if you want to stay here longer, you can pause the video, spend a little bit of time if you have a little extra. Good. All right, we're going to go into a little bit of mobility here. We're going to go sit into this 90-90 position. We're going to hinge forward, lengthen that glute. Come on up. The more upright you are, the harder this is. But we're going to lift this ankle off the ground, some internal rotation. We're going to hinge forward, lengthen this glute. Come on up. The more upright you are, the harder it is. We're going to go into internal rotation. Then we're going to sweep that leg around and back. Hinge, come on up, internal rotation, and bring that leg around and back. Let's do that 2 more times. Hinge and lengthen, up nice and tall, internally rotate, and then straighten that leg out, bring it around. Last time. Good. Little shift into this hip. You can kind of sink into that internal rotation there. A couple breaths here. And then let's go over to the other side. So from here, I'm going to hinge forward, feel a nice stretch, come on up, internally rotate, extend that leg out, bring it around. 3 more times. Nice. Last one. Good, and then let's just sink into this hip, pull that femur back, breathe, 2 more breaths. Good. We're going to come up onto all fours, and we're going to go to some hip carts, a little bit of activation. So I'm going to draw my knee towards my elbow, draw a semicircle, get up nice and high, bring it around and back. Squeeze the glute, flip it over, bring it around and in. And repeat. Up, big semicircle, trying to keep that ankle up nice and high. Reversing once more. And we're trying to go nice and slow. Let's see how slow we can go. Draw that semicircle, get that leg up, around, and then reverse. Keep it high, keep it high. Good. Switching sides. See a better range on this side. 3 full rounds, nice and slow. Squeeze the bum to extend the hip. Flip, keep it nice and high. If your rotators are cramping, you need this even more. Good. All right, we're gonna stand up. We're gonna do some good morning. So you can do it just body weight here, where we reach the hips back, lengthen, you can reach forward, drive the hips forward, keeping those ribs down. So lengthen, pull those sit bones apart. We're not bending at the knees, but we're keeping our shins nice and vertical. We're keeping connected through our toe. We can add some weight to this and hold it on our chest. And I'm gonna hinge my hips back, lengthen, exhale. Feel big toe as you come up. Don't just be all in your heels. Feel those sit bones spread apart. Feel the load in those hamstrings. Feel that lengthening in the glutes. But pay attention to your foot. Let's do 2 more. Ribs are staying down as you reach the hips back. Good. All right. So we're going to go into some of our plyos today. It's going to be a bit of a yielding exercise. We're catching ourselves from a bear position. And this is great for falling, really. When you ski, you want to be strong enough to fall. So we're in our bear position here. My feet are dragging up the wall a little bit. I'm going to exhale. Come back. So catch yourself, push yourself back. So we're learning how to manage pressure when there's more force and load in the upper body there. 2 more. Nicely done. We're going to do some drop squats here with our weights. So I'm going to have 2 15 pounds here in either hand. You can start with whatever size you'd like, but build as the weeks go on, challenge yourself. And I'm in my squat here. I'm gonna go into my squat. And as I drop down into my squat, I'm gonna start on my toes. And I'm gonna drop into my squat, and I'm gonna kind of like let go of the weights, but don't actually drop them to the floor. Catch them in your hand. So I'm dropping 2, my toes, 3, 4, nice big exhale, 5, sound like a horse there, 6, 2 more, 7, and 8. Good job. Then we're going to go into some lateral bounds. So you can start small. We want to keep hip, knee, ankle, everything aligned, and then to the other side. So from a side view, see how I'm in good alignment. Hips are hinged back. My weight is through my whole foot, not all my toes. My heels aren't off the ground. And then we can start going a little bit wider, faster. You do you. Three more each. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. All right, we're gonna go over to a wall. We're gonna do some wall sits with calf raises. Catch your breath, grab a sip of water, and then join me here. So I'm gonna slide myself down so that my legs are at 90 degrees. I'm not gonna push into my back into the wall. I'm gonna sit here and then I'm gonna raise up onto my toes. 1, 2, 3. No matter what calf exercises I do, my calves shake. Been working on the strength. They're pretty strong. Anyone has any idea why? Let me know. 7, but there's just... Let me know if this happens to you. 9, 10, let's go for 2 more. 2, 1. Awesome. Bring yourself up out of that. We are going to go into a step up with a row. So grab your step and your band, have it tied to something here. We're going to start on our left foot, hold the band in your right hand, get a little bit of internal rotation. My hip, my glute is nice and lengthened there. And my weight is through the box and I'm pulling myself up. 1. Very light on the ground. 2. Ooh, too much tension. 3. 4. There we go. Find that length. 5. Do not, I repeat, do not push up off the floor. If I had a bigger step here, I would. I generally use 18 inches at the gym. 7. 1 more. 8. Other side. 1. 2. 3. Loading through that midfoot. Keep that big toe down. 4. Struggling with the angle of the band. 6. 7. 8. Nicely done. Let's go back to our wall sit. 12 calf raises. Go for more if you can. Lowering down to 90. That's the key. 90. Up onto the balls of the feet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathing here, keeping good posture. 1 more. Whew. Nicely done. All right, move my box so I'm straight to the band. Okay, you can grab a weight. The second round, I'm going to add a little bit of weight. I'm going to start on my right foot this time. So hip hinged. Band in your left hand. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Lengthen, weight through that step. A little bit of internal rotation. 2 more. It's tempting to push off that floor. Don't do it. Good. Switch arms. Switch legs. 1, 2. The band really helps you connect with the core. It's not just to get upper body. It's a cross-body connection. 2 more. Last one. Amazing. All right. We're going to go into a single leg deadlift and a dead bug. So it gives our legs a little rest. Let's go down into our dead bug. We're going to grab a dumbbell. So again, Choose your weight that feels appropriate for you. Make sure you have room over your head to extend your arms. So I'm going to grab my 15 here, and I'm going to exhale, wrap my deep core. I'm not going to push away, bring my legs up into my tabletop. From here, I'm going to exhale, extend one leg out as my arms go over my head. I'm making sure that I'm keeping that tension in my core. My ribs aren't flaring as my arms go over my head. If you can't manage the pressure or your ribs start to flare, lighten the load or shorten your levers, so not quite as far with your legs or your arms. We want a nice, strong, stable core as our arms and legs flail around when we're skiing and boarding. We need to be able to stay strong and stable in our midline area. Let's do 3 more on each side. Make sure when you come in, you don't bring that knee in too close. Try to keep it out at 90, and that will give you a little bit more of a challenge. 2 more. Last one. Good. All right, our next exercise, we're gonna go into a single leg deadlift, but a kickstand. So take this opportunity to go a little bit heavier with your weights. Reach to the bottom of that rack. I'm gonna load through my other toes just near my heel, lightly. I'm gonna put my hand on my butt. I'm gonna push my hand back. Feel my butt cheeks spread apart there. Exhale, come on up. Lengthen, slowly lower down, a little pause. Powerful up. 2, we're going for 8. 3, don't lower yourself to the floor. Lengthen that glute. When that glute stops, that's as far as you go. 4 more. Feel that midfoot. Last 2. 1 more. All right, other side. Here we go. Lengthen. 3, don't over squeeze at the top and lean back. Don't want to crank on that low back. Be nice and stacked at the top. 4 more. You can even push your hips back. So some of you might not be reaching all the way down to the ground, and that's fine. 1 more. Nicely done. Back down to the floor. Grab that dumbbell. Challenge yourself. Make sure you have enough space. So I'm going to challenge you this time. If you'd like to tuck your chin, lift your head up off the ground, looking through your legs there. Bring them up. You're going to feel how much more challenging that is to the upper abdominals. But if it's too much on your neck, go back down to the floor. Try to keep your jaw relaxed. Breathing throughout, keeping that tension in your core, managing that pressure. One more each. Good. Bringing yourself up. All right, I'm going to challenge you to add a little bit more weight. So if that means you have to grab 2 weights, go for it. So I'm going to add 20 pounds to my 25. I'm standing on my left. And here we go. 1. We're only going for 8. 4 more. And if you're like, oh my God, my form's breaking at 6, that's fine. We want to be near failure at that end of those 8. One more. Feel that you're using the glute to come up. It's easy to use that back. From a front view. Feel that big toe. One more. You did it. Nice work. Come on down to the ground. Go into a nice wide child's pose. Tense your fingertips. Rock yourself side to side. Feel the length in the pelvis. And just breathe. Relax. Come up into a half kneeling position. From here, tuck that tailbone under. Reach the right arm up. A little bit of tension here and a little side bend. Breathe into your ribs. Thanks for taking time for yourself, making time for yourself. It's not easy, but it is needed. Winter's coming. We want to be strong, stable, and remain injury-free because ain't nobody got time for an injury when they have kids. You want to be able to go out there and enjoy taking your kids. It's a lot of work lugging all the gear to the mountain, but you're going to be strong enough and it's not going to be a problem. Have a great day.